So, if you're seeing this, you either know what happened or you don't. God, maybe I should have planned out something before I just... Whatever. Good morning or good afternoon, wherever you are from. So I want to live stream to talk about something that would be weird if I just made it a video. So this isn't really like a content stream, just sort of like a rant thing. More like a vent. Most of the people who are subscribed to this channel know me because I made the GNZT iceberg. And a lot of stuff has happened with GNZT since I made that video. For example, it hit 100,000 visits. 100,000, like what? That's pretty cool. Ring 2 released. No, Ring 3 released. Ring 4 might release, probably. The Village came out. That's really cool. That's the Ring 3 subrealm. The Steeple Peak came out, which is the Ring 2 subrealm. I actually planned to make a video on that, but I never got to it because I'm lazy. Also, I'm probably not going to look at chat until the end of this video because a lot of people who will be in this chat will not be a huge fan of me making this, so and I don't want to see those messages right now. No offense. So, I wanted to make more GNZT content. I had planned to make a lot more GNZT content. I had already started making a lot of things. Like, I got one of the videos I had planned to make out, the GNZT tower tier list. I had planned to do an all tower rush stream. That was actually going to be today's stream, believe it or not. Because I planned that ahead. Another thing, I was going to make GNZT Iceberg revamped. But there's a very, very good reason as to why that is no longer happening. The first and lesser reason is what happened on the 5th of February. No. That is the most annoying clock ever. Like, it's cool, but like, oh my god, is it annoying. Sorry, I should not be trying to say anything funny right now. God, I'm shaking. So, basically what happened on the 5th is, one of the admins of the game released a big file talking about Great Bear and some not great stuff he's done. I won't even say not great, just bad stuff he's done in the past. And I do not want to say that they were wrong to post this information. I think it was completely good, and the game was kind of dying anyway, so but this led to a series of important people in the community quitting and leaving. 2 of the biggest people quit. I almost quit, but basically ownership was taken over by a person named Dull Errors, and they're very, very cool. But that didn't work out, so... God, why am I fucking shaking? Another owner came, Soap. They're very, very cool. And I'm just going to say this right off the bat. They did nothing wrong. They were completely justified into doing what they did, and I completely agree with their decision. But I'll talk to you about that later. So, after that all cooled down, it was mostly good. Development for Ring 4 was strong. Stuff was, for the first time in a while, happening. Only some minor dramas, nothing big, but one day there was a big drama. And I'm not gonna say who, for reasons, but there was a person in the server who was having suicidal thoughts, very serious suicidal thoughts. And I'm just going to preface this with things that have been happening in my life before I tell you the full story. For the past 2.5, maybe even 3 months, my school has been doing a musical. It's really fun. Never been in a musical before, but I got the leading role somehow. But yeah. And that brings a lot of stress because I've never been in a musical. Well, I've been like in some small musical, but nothing big, and I've never been in like a position like this before, and I just don't want to disappoint anyone. I just feel like I have a lot of self-doubts about myself, so yeah. So basically, during this period of time when this happened, I was already under a lot of stress. And again, prefacing this, I am not saying this to try and say that what I did was justifiable. What I did was wrong, and I completely know that. I've known it for ever since it happened. So and when I'm stressed, sometimes I just, and I think this goes for more people than just me, but like me specifically in this case, I say things that I don't mean. Like when I'm in a stressful situation. And I was looking at my phone briefly. I know I shouldn't because like it's rehearsal and stuff, but like I was looking at my phone briefly. And I was about to go on in like 10 minutes, so like I wasn't really thinking anything like important was happening. So I posted a meme, and people said it was a bad timing, and that someone was having suicidal thoughts. And I didn't know how serious the situation was, because like people have suicidal thoughts. I have, and like it's not often. It's not always that bad, but sometimes it can be really, really bad. But I wasn't sure what it was at that moment in time. And then I said that it'd be a good addition to the GNZT iceberg. Fuck, just saying it out loud. Just saying it out loud just really stresses how shitty of a thing that is to say. To tell someone that if they were to kill themselves, you would post it online for views. And that is exactly what I said. That is the exact phrasing. And then I realized it was serious. And then I realized what a fucked up thing I had just done. I was subsequently banned from the server. And that's where we are now. I'd been in the GNZT community shorter than a month after its creation. I think it was sometime before the winter event I first joined. That sounds right. And I had been in that Discord server for a full year of my life. I've been friends with the people in that server for an entire year of my life. And that is a long time. And then for you to make a mistake and it all goes away. This was not a mistake. This was a horrible, horrible thing. And I still do not completely forgive myself for what I did. And I have made amends with the person who is contemplating suicide. We are good. We are on speaking terms. But some other people are not. It's completely understandable. I'm not making this to try and amend what I did. I'm not making this so that I can maybe even have a shot at getting back. Just a chance. Because even if I did, there'd still be people who wouldn't forgive me. But it wouldn't be the same. Not even a bit. But I'm making this for myself, really, because when you have guilt, it's not something that can just go away. You will live with that for a while until you either somehow forget it or it's just, I find that just saying what I think out loud to a person is very helpful for that. And just gonna live with that constant regret, you know? Knowing what I said, knowing that I can't take it back, and knowing that my actions had repercussions. They were very reasonable repercussions. And that even after a year of your life you've devoted to something, it can sometimes be okay for it to go away. Because the community is not as great as it once was, admittedly, but I still love talking just to the people that I knew, making fan art, making towers, or whatever. So, you know, I was gonna end the stream here, but like, this is a time section. It's like really awkward because, yeah, just give me a second. Yeah, thank you. Like, this is a really cool steeple. I do like it. It's very, very cool. Alright, there we go.